Are you red or are you ready?
Hey guys, what's going on? So today, as those of you who watched my March-April wrap-up will know, we are here to do a review on The Circle by Dave Eggers. And both me and Mitch read this while we were on our honeymoon. We didn't read it together because it takes us months and months to read books together. But we each read it, and both of us sort of had the same thoughts about it, and those thoughts were
the exact same thoughts. It was creepy.
All of those thoughts were just a little too numerous to share in my wrap-up, so here we are to do a full review on this book. So without further ado, let's just get right into this. First of all, I just want to say that if any of you have read The Circle and disagree with our opinions, that's okay. I don't know why.
No, it's not.
I don't know why.
I'm just kidding.
I don't know why we really have to put this flag on it. Obviously, these are just our opinions, so don't get too offended if we are tearing something apart about this book that you happen to really enjoy. That's great. We love that you have opinions that aren't the same as ours. We love that people are diverse.
Let us have it in the comments too. We'd love to hear about it.
Yeah, just tear us apart for tearing this book apart. Second of all, this review is probably going to be full of spoilers. So if you haven't read the book and you don't want to be spoiled to it, I would suggest not watching.
Hit pause.
Yeah,
read the book.
Hit pause, read the book, and come back. We'll still
play.
be here. You can join us. Anyway, this book is about, it's a utopian novel. This girl named May, she gets hired at this giant company that is essentially in the business of putting people's dreams into reality. This book is basically a commentary on what the internet could become. It just seems like people are really worried about in the future the internet is just going to be like that's all people are going to be doing on their phones, on social media the whole time, and not actually interacting with people in reality. So that's sort of what this book is a commentary on. And yeah, that's really essentially the bottom line. And I think our first major point goes along with that is there's really nothing else to say about the plot of this book. That is one of our first problems with this book is Dave Eggers just came in too hard, too fast with this one point.
This guy named Holland, there's kind of a subplot where May has a few run-ins with him and she's really intrigued by him, but you don't really know who he is. So there's that part as well. And I mean, everything else is kind of minimal plot lines.
Yeah.
Like those are the two biggest plot points.
Yeah, it seemed like there was an attempt to maybe throw some intrigue and some mystery in to this book, but overall, it just felt like maybe the first 50 pages or so were kind of interesting, but it became very clear very fast what Dave Eggers was saying and the direction he was going with this book, and unfortunately this book is 500 pages long, so you can imagine it got a little redundant and wearisome.
I mean, he's not off base in his idea, I don't think. People want to know what's going on behind closed doors, but I don't know if a novel based on that it was just too much, like I could see a movie being something like going on with this idea, but a novel, it's just like, okay, I get the point, now give me something else, like give me some romance, give me some mystery, give me the system breaking down or something, like anything.
Which it seemed like he attempted, but the attempts were just overshadowed by him just hitting up this main point so hard. The other strings of the novel that he was trying to get at were almost so underdeveloped that they were weird and they were jarring, especially the whole plot line with Calden. And it was just weird, him climbing over the bathroom stalls and randomly having sex with her. It wasn't mysterious and it wasn't intriguing. It was just bizarre because I felt like the ideas just weren't developed enough. It was just strange.
And the fact that this Calden guy was so mysterious, yet they have cameras everywhere on this campus at the Circle. They have people everywhere, and yet somehow this guy goes undetected.
I think another thing we both had a major problem with in the text of the writing, and I think I understand the point of it, but both of us just like hated this about reading this book, and that was like the sections where he would spend like 5 or 6 pages just listing off all the things that May did online, just point blank. It was like
See if we can find some of them
it was
in
like
here.
reading a statistic textbook. You can't write this and think that it's interesting to read. So
Yeah.
I think he was purposely trying to make it boring, or just like purposely trying to show us how stupid it is. Like reading about it all laid out,
possible.
we're like, this is really dumb.
I think that was his point, was to show how people are just so soaked up with like, oh, I got 400 likes on this tweet I sent out, and you know, it's like, who cares really?
Yeah.
What about our favorite character in the book,
Oh boy.
May Holland?
May
everybody.
Holland, the worst character
May
in
Holland.
any novel I've ever read.
May Holland, she was
Yeah.
wow. She was so
Wowza.
strong in her own beliefs.
She was just a yes girl. Like anything anybody
A
said, she
gullible
was just
yes
like
girl.
a very gullible, like, yeah, I'll do that. Whenever she got in trouble, she wouldn't speak up as to why she did what she did. She would just be like, I'm so sorry. Like, I'm so sorry. I'll try harder. Like, she'd make like weird excuses that just to like get herself out of trouble. But she would never actually speak up for what she was thinking.
I think the moment where I realized it the most, and where I was like, yeah, this character is just brutal, is she would go kayaking at night. For May, like, the kayaking was a getaway, and it was a place where she could think. She wouldn't take her phone. She would just soak it in and just kind of get away from things. And this Eamon guy basically says to her, you didn't post about it. She didn't stand up for herself. She didn't stand up for the fact that this was one moment where she could just be alone and not have to share it with anybody or do anything. And in her, like, deep down, she believed that, but she just let this guy push her around and totally overtake her alone time.
Another problem I had with the novel was just the unbelievable hive mind. Introverts exist, and so and I am one of them. I get my energy, like, I love being around people, but I need to retreat and be by myself for a while to get my energy back. So I would never be okay with a company that tells me that you have to be public at all times. There was just too many people that were supporting this.
There were 4 characters in the book who were against the idea.
Did we like anything about this novel? I think like we're just bombarding them with things that we don't like.
I liked the basic idea. Like, I think it was a great idea. I think he could have done a way better job of developing better plot. But like, just that's why I bought the book, because I was like, oh man, that sounds like a cool idea. Like, this community, like, that everything, you can know everything about everybody and like all this stuff. Like, how's that gonna play out? So, like, I really liked the idea, and, I mean, I like the color of the book. I would be curious to read another book by Dave Eggers. I don't know, it might be a while before I do. Just to see how his character development is in other books, because the characters weren't really likable. Like, even the characters who were opposing the circle, like, even those characters were very basic. As little as he showed up, Ty/Calden, I thought he was the best developed character in the book.
May Holland came into the book the exact same way that she left.
Spineless.
She didn't learn anything. She didn't grow in any way. She deteriorated maybe, but I wouldn't even call that a deterioration, because she came in spineless and she left just reaping the consequences of being so spineless. I did get emotionally into the book at points, like I got very frustrated with this hive mindset, which obviously was the point of the book, for the reader to maybe see the flaws in where our society could be going. The part where her parents were just like getting all of those emails and like expected to reply to them, and then people would like verbally abuse them and harass them when they didn't. Like, that was legitimately sad. I think I was feeling what the author intended me to feel at that point. Everything else, like everything I look for in a novel, was just kind of absent in this one. Like, I felt like the character development fell flat, the background information fell flat, the likability of the characters fell flat, The plot development fell flat. The development of the thesis fell flat.
Pretty much everything.
Pretty much,
It's a nice color, though.
But, you know, they got 5 out of 5 stars on the color of the cover of the book.
Yeah, for me, it was just a good idea, but maybe poorly executed as far as intriguing reading. This might be the one movie that might be better than the book.
Whoa. We should see the movie and then film a reaction video right after.
Yeah.
So overall, in the end, my rating of this book, is there anything else you want to talk about?
I'm just pumped about this rating you're about to give.
Oh my goodness. My rating of this book was 2 out of 5 stars.
Yeah, I would agree with that rating. You know, I'd say maybe 2.2 out of 5.
Little bit extra.
It's a nice color. It's a great color on the book. Read it. Let us know what you think in the comments.
We're always open to discussion, guys, and we're fully aware that lots of you will probably disagree with all our thoughts, and that's cool. It's always fun kind of reading a novel that you really don't like and then kind of discussing it with someone and ranting. So if there are those out there that agree with our opinions, let us know that too. We're open to discussion that way as well, and maybe you guys can like further our thoughts in this book. And if you guys have read other Dave Eggers books and you think they're really awesome, or you can confirm that his other books are about kind of the same,
type a comment right now and post it.
Oh boy, so bossy.
Comments are nice, you know?
Yeah, they are. Yeah, we really like getting involved with you guys. We don't just want to talk at you, we want to talk with you.
Wow.
Wow, that was deep. We'll put all our information below there for you, so check us out. Also, feel free to check out the Broken Book Club. We have some books that we study every couple months, so you guys should definitely join that if you're looking for a book club to join up with. So, any closing thoughts, Mitchell?
Just check out the Instagram. New Instagram.
He helped me load up a new...
no, you did it.
Yeah, no.
I just encouraged you to do it.
We
need a Broken Bookshelf Instagram.
He encouraged me strongly to start a specific Broken Bookshelf Instagram, so you can find the link to that new, sparkling brand new Instagram page down below as well. Thanks for watching, guys. We will see you next time. Bye! I'm sure there are other mystery novels out there that will do it more so for me, but this was fun for the nostalgia aspect of mystery, and I think I will definitely... It switched perspectives numerous times in one page. I've seen this before in lots of other books. It's nothing super new, however, for this book it just didn't...